Hello, good evening, everybody. No Minecraft. No, he forgot to do it. No. Yes, no, we are Minecrafting this evening, but you're stupid. I forgot to fill that bit out. Never mind. Let's just pop that in there. There we go. It's okay. We won't peep behind the emerald curtain. I have got an emerald curtain to show. I've got emeralds. Excuse me, coming out of my ears. I am just fresh off of dinner as well, so I'm a little bit digesting, shall we say. So excuse me if I can't speak properly the whole time. Go live notification. I mean, it doesn't matter now, does it? Because there we are. That's literally what it's going to be. I'm going to make that the go live notification all the time now. It doesn't matter. There we go. Thank you very much for the contribution to the marathon challenge. Hopefully a stream refresh should put the correct title information in now. But I need to start thumbs upping some of these because they are really good and we should begin to build a playlist. TackProductions is smooth like cashmere. Not tonight he isn't. Good grief. It has changed? Perfect. What we're still eating? What was dinner? It was steak, garlic butter, homemade chips, and tomato. Very nice it was as well. Because Rach put the idea into Jay's head, we have also got that chocolate cheesecake downstairs in the fridge, which I do need to finish. It's getting to be a little past its date. How did we do the chips? It was just grab some potatoes, just cut them into discs basically, and then on a baking tray in the oven, salt, pepper, rosemary, very important, a little bit of olive oil over the top, and then about 15-20 minutes on 180, 200, something like that. Sensational. Absolutely brilliant. I don't want to do chips any other way now. Like, we've had that a couple of times and they were delicious. It's the only way to do it. How about you? What have you got for dinner? What are you halfway through? And also as well, thank you for the marathon contribution. Let's get some game. Hopefully it'll be there for us. It is there! Love it. Normally it takes a while to hook in, but I'm glad that it managed it. They do sound good. King has redeemed the hydration break. Good evening, King. Thank you for the hydration break. How are you, friend? Been a while. Almost a year since it's seen in person. How are you, my friend? I hope everything's going alright for you. How's your day been? Made burritos, beef, bacon, cheese, nachos, onion, pepper, mushroom, and that is an award-winning dinner right there. That sounds very, very good indeed. Very good. Very good. So, we've got some work to be doing on the server because it's getting to a point now where I need to get some resources together because I've hit a bit of a wall. I can't progress any further until I've got... Get Good is now hosting with one viewer. Get Good, thank you very, very much for the host. How are you doing? How was work? How is it now you get to enjoy your evening off? Jay, hello, good evening. I mean, you're down there, but hello and good evening to you. A year, they started at 4 PM. Day and night are the same now. There is no concept of anything else. Day and night just exists. There are no days, just time. Time itself. But yes, as I was saying, I've got some stuff that we need to get done today. And some stuff to catch you up on as well. Let's go to bed first. It's looking quite late. Nothing reminds you of your own mortality like sleeping next to your own head. Oh, I can't sleep. Probably because I've got my own head next to me. Never mind. So, I want to begin to get some stuff done on the front gates for our movie studio that we're going to be building today. So, I can't stay, but it doesn't mean I don't love you very much. What do you mean you can't stay? You doing something this evening? And if you're doing something this evening, why is it not this that you're doing this evening? Wait, why is it not here that you're watching this? Whatever. Have a wonderful evening, whatever you're doing, my friend. Thank you very much for the host. Thank you for stopping by as well. Have a great evening. Won't be as great as it would be if you were to just hang out with us, but it's okay. I forgive. I forgive. Anyway, yes, I want to get building the front gates of our movie studio lot, and for that I want to build them out of sandstone. However, I haven't got much sand. This is all of my sand right here. It's not a salty bit. The first bit of the evening. Look, the cup. It's only got one bit in it, and it's a grain of salt. It's the second one. It is the second one. Jay gifted the tier 1 sub to Get Good Gaming. Thank you very much, Jay, for the gift. And Get Good, enjoy the sub. You get access to the wonderful Scyther emotes that we've got. All 2 of them. But they are wonderful. Would thoroughly recommend. Thank you so very, very much. And that is the first of 5 for this month. Hopefully that we might get. We'll see. We shall see. But yes, this is all the sand that I have, which isn't very much. It's not going to be enough to do what I have in mind. So we need to go and find some more. The downside is that there isn't any sand nearby. I've already dug up most of the beaches nearby that I can find, which means we need to go to a desert. However, and Nay has subbed as well. Thank you for the resub for 6 months. Fantastic. Welcome back to the Tack Pack. Thank you for the sub. Enjoy the continued use of those Scyther emotes. Man, thank you so much. Thank you, Jay, for the gifted sub. Welcome in to the subsection. Right. Can we stop with all this? I need to... Don't stop. But, like, you know, I keep getting sidetracked. We need to go and find a desert. There it is. The Scyther Hyper. Yes. It'll be 7 months in March. We're coming up on the year now. There's going to be a few 12-monthers, which I am really excited for. That's going to be good fun. So, we've I'm on my own at the moment. That's a shame. We need to go and find a desert. You heard him. No more subs. No, I didn't mean that. Sub again. I like it. I like the subs. They make me feel good. Make me all warm and tingly. So, let's... Oh, it is still night time. The sun is rising, though. The sun is rising. We're fine. So we need to go and find a desert. May I retract my sub? No. Sean said no more. The ones that have already been placed, they're still good. It's just no more after that. So I need to go and find a desert, so that we can get hands on loads and loads of sand to build our big sandstone gates, which are going to be all the way out the front here, ready to welcome people to our movie studio, which so far isn't looking that good at the moment. We haven't got anything in place right now, but we will do. At some point, we will do. If you remember, in the last stream, we set out a little bit of space here with the cobblestone, very roughly, to try and get a plan for what we're going to do. But right down the front over here is where the gates are going to go, and that's what we need all the sandstone for. So that's going to be our main plan for today. But first of all, let's have a little catch up on what I've done here at the base. In case you haven't seen the previous Let's Play episodes, you can type in !LP and that will give you a link to the playlist that you can use to catch up on after the stream. Don't be going anywhere right now. That you can use to catch up on the playlist and see what's going on. There it is. Thank you very much. So, I've upped my farming game right here. We've got loads of farms, all producing crops on the overtime because of my 2 friends right here. These are my prime villager traders right here. In this game, what you can do is you can infect the villagers with zombies. Wait, you can infect them with zombies? You can use zombies to infect the villagers. And then if you cure them, they give you really discounted deals on their trades. And this guy right here, he's got the mending book, which is possibly the most valuable enchanted book that we can have. So we got this on tap, which is wonderful. And we got this man right here who is buying up all of my crops. So that's why I've got all these super big farms on the go, so that these guys can trade away and we can make loads of beautiful emeralds right here. We're doing well. We are doing well. And over here, I've got a villager breeder that doesn't really work. It's not as good as some other designs. It works barely. We have got a few. We've got quite a few down here. And I think you'll find that these are acceptable living conditions. They have company, they have running water, they have daylight. So this is an acceptable living condition for them. They're not complaining. Unless that's what all this honking is. These conditions are deplorable. Let us out. We don't want to be here anymore. By the way, Jay's starting on the cakes and maybe the ice cream. Suit yourself. You go for it. I would like a red velvet one at some point though. The January highlights video was very funny. I had a great time going back through that and editing that. As Nay posted in the comments, like it seems so, like the 1st of January, that New Year's Eve stream feels so far away right now. It feels an ice age away when it was only 30 odd days ago. So far away. But it was good to revisit it, to kind of get the, to go through that boss fight again from Silver Chains. Ugh. Ugh. Anyway, I've brought us down here because I've also been doing a little bit of mining. This is my mining operation at the moment. Now, things have been going phenomenally well for us. I've got my fortune pick so that we can earn loads of valuables. And I'm also going to use this opportunity to recharge some of my tools as well. So coal is good. We're set on coal for the rest of the season easily. Even if I use it as a building material, we're not going to run out of coal. Iron's looking pretty good. In fact, actually, I may just get this lot cooking now, so that that'll be ready for when we come back later. They can all sit right there. Gold is doing pretty well as well. It's very good. I got some lapis, we got loads of redstone, and we have got diamonds. Everybody loves some diamonds. And as a special stream treat, don't tell the YouTube viewers, but as a special stream treat, let's go and break some of these. Let's go and break some of these right now. With our fortune pick, place your bets on how many diamonds we will get. It'll be a minimum of 16. But I think you can get 2 or 3 per block you break with fortune. So it could be as many as, quick maths, 58? Possibly a bit more? Place your bets. Nay's going on 27. We have got 16 blocks to work with. Mostly because I got my maths wrong. But never mind. We got 16 blocks to work with. We've got 27 and 30. Are we ready? Oh yeah, I've also got the couple of villagers up here that we're saving for a rainy day, just in case everything goes wrong. So, going back to the villagers, we're absolutely fine, which is wonderful, because then we can actually populate our movie set as well at some point. But that's a bit of a ways off. Alright, let's see what we get. 27 and 30 are our guesses. We'll see. I'm going to recharge the shovel and the pick as well, because we're going to need those on our adventure. Oh, okay, well... And the axe as well then, I guess. There we go. 38! That's not a bad haul. I feel like I was expecting more. However, 38 is definitely acceptable. We don't want to get greedy. We don't want to get too greedy. That does mean that Sean was the closest though, so congratulations. You win... In fact, I tell you what you win. I tell you what you win for being closest. For being closest. This is what we're going to do. You shall be. We shall name a diamond after you. And I shall mount it proudly as soon as I find leather. There it is. I shall mount it proudly. Oh wait, that's not how that works. That's how that works. There we go, we got it. There you go, and it even pops up as well. Clemmy! Good evening, Clemmy. Welcome to the stream. How are you this evening? How's your day been? Good to see you, good to see you. But there you go, we have the Iron Shet Diamond right here. And it looks spectacular. We'll have to come up with some other opportunities as well for things like that, I think. Oh, we've got Tav's investment right here as well, so I'm keeping those separate for the time being. Just because we're going to need to give that back to him once we've got a successful shop. Oh, talking of which, let's go and check out the shop. Yes, I have a shop on the server now. And we can go and have a little look at it right now, because we may have made some profit. We shall see. It does involve a little trip through the nether, but we can accept that. Right. The nether, super dangerous, as always. We did get our portal set up, and I'm not a fan of its location, but we've got to make do. We've just got to make do with that for the time being. Oh. Nom nom nom, says Clemmy. You halfway through your dinner? If so, what do you got for dinner? Make sure you chew and eat it properly. Don't be distracted by the visual media. Good, had a good day, eating a bit of snacks before heading off for an early night. Oh, an early night. Busy day tomorrow. Have to be up at the latest of 6 AM. Ooh. What's going on tomorrow that requires an early start like that? I can't remember the last time I got up at 6 AM. Oh wait, yeah I can. Last year. Before work. Saying hi to no. Oh! I just saw nom nom and was like, oh, hungry? I still don't get how this weirdo crawl space works, but it does, and that's all that can be asked. Don't ask questions. Don't ask questions about the llama. Don't ask questions. Alright. Here we are at the shopping district. Things are... Whoa! That's changed. Things are taking shape now. We've got a lot of things beginning to pop up. So Nitro is beginning to put the facade on his redstone shop right here. It's looking very, very good. Can't wait for that to be open. We got Roach's Grindables and bits and bobs. What's he up to down here? Anything for sale? All the rocks. All the rocks. That's good. Now we're getting diamonds. We can actually do some shopping. So this is this belongs to Trilobit, I have since learned. This is Trilobit's therapy office. Last time we were confused by the therapists, but we have worked it out. Obviously, this is Snoop Dogg. This is Snoop Dogg's office. Oh, man. But maybe no more. Maybe no more. We don't need therapy yet. We don't need the therapy. A dental appointment at 7:30? What are dentists doing up at that time? Why do dentists need to be up that early? That's obscene. This is Frush's bookshop. Oh, that he's beginning to work on. Harry Potter fans. Flourish and Blot booksellers. You know it. He's going to be selling the enchanted books for the server right here, and it's beginning to take shape. Beginning to take shape. It's looking good. Yes! Yes, indeed. Bit of a Harry Potter fan. But this is where we're going to be. We have Akari's cafe, which looks very, very nice. It's got a great exterior. We go indoors. We've got a display case full of cake. Oh, it looks sensational. It looks so good. So good. Honestly, I love the builders on this server. They are putting in so much work. We got the barrel with the plant pot and the bamboo and the leaves. Stealing all of the ideas from everybody. After that, we're going to visit my aunt, who picked up her kitten! Oh, you got a kitten date tomorrow! That's so cool. I wish I was allowed to go and visit people for kitten dates. Goes to show the work ethic of other countries. I suppose so. We also have Blockhead Millionaire. So we can sign up to take part in the One More Block Who Wants to Be a Millionaire game. Excuse me. By naming a diamond block. Has anyone entered yet? Oh, there are no entries yet. We could win the 64 diamond blocks just by virtue of being the only entrant. Easiest money ever. His name is Oliver. Oliver the cat. Oh, that was that film, right? That cartoon, Oliver and Company. I always get that confused with. I always get Oliver and Company and the Brave Little Toaster confused. I always feel like Oliver and Company has a sentient toaster in it, and the Brave Little Toaster has a brave cat in it. But they are two different films, but I always think of them as the same. You'll have to practice your wave to the camera. Oh, we could, you know. Oh, that's a really old reference for the channel. Tonight's contestants are TackProductions from London. Something like that. I think that's the wave, the kind of like angled look over the lens of the glasses, the kind of something like that. You want a full screen. TackProductions from London. Oh, I'm being attacked. Oh no. Something like that. Don't usually visit people. We see my aunt constantly. It's I'd love a kitten right now. A kitten would make life complete. Now, Spooky's store right here is looking very cool as well. I love the lights in the sand. 1 diamond for 192. Is that a 64? 64. 128, 192. A diamond for 3 stacks of sand. That could save us a huge trip. That could save us a big journey. We'll go and do some mining as well anyway, because otherwise I haven't got any plan for this episode. Or for this stream, sorry. So we'll have to go and do some mining, but we might come back and pick some of those up. I'm also seeing that there is 48... Oh, he hasn't... Oh, wait. They're in the barrel. Some ender pearls. Those would be good as well. I don't have my diamonds on me right now, but we should definitely... Don't worry, Spooky. I've got your shop covered. Don't you worry about it. We should definitely come back for some ender pearls. Ooh, this shop looks really, really good. I love the blue. I don't feel like I could ever make 32 diamonds for a dragon head. What? Netherite sets, 120. Oh, there aren't any for sale. That'd save me a ton of time as well. But yeah, I'm liking the use of the blue here. I don't think I'm brave enough to use the blue logs in a build. I don't know how I'd make them work, but Spooky seems to be doing a pretty good job with the spruce and the stone as well. I like it. I very much like it. Anyway, we've faffed around enough. This is my shop just ahead right here. You'll send pictures if you're allowed. I would love some pictures of some kitty cats. So yes, this is my shop for the time being. Now, I am going to be setting up an advertising agency, which is going to be a lot more grandiose and a lot more modern. But I figured for the time being, we're just going to set up this little sort of trader's tent right here. Just to trade odds and ends, you know, deals that when they're gone, they're gone. So make the most of them. Whilst other people get their shops set up. We may as well have ours right there. Is there a wandering trader near here? Hello? No, just his llama. That's fair enough. So, my first round I was selling mending books, and I have put some more in here. And they've all gone! Yes! That is how you make money on a multiplayer server. You sell mending books for dirt cheap, 3 diamonds. Now, as I said, Froosh is doing the enchanted bookstore. So once his bookshop, his complete, then I'll stop selling these, because I don't want to muscle in on his turf, right? So I won't worry about selling those anymore. But we are doing really, really well on the diamond front right now. That is very, very good to see. 8 diamond blocks plus 6 on their own. I'm rich beyond my wildest dreams. I feel like Scrooge McDuck and his vault. Talking of which, I need to store these in a safe place, and I can't tell you guys where that is, so I'm just gonna keep that hidden away, put you on the big screen, and then before you know it, you can come back to the game and you have no idea where my money is. Loving the aesthetic. I really, really like it. As I was building this, I was kind of like, you know what? Never mind building a movie set. I'm just going to build a load of nomadic tents. But it would lose its luster relatively quickly, I think, if you just have a whole camp full of these. But would anyone on the server be sneaky enough to look at the reflection in your glasses? How clear is it? I mean, well, you might be able to tell. You might be able to tell. You might be able to tell. I can't look, because if I look, then it doesn't. So I'm kind of trying to sort of see out the corner of my eyes. Maybe you can tell. Maybe you can tell. But anyway, it is a very nice little. It's a nice little set piece. But I don't think I could have built a whole base out of this kind of look. But it's a great idea. If there are any films that have got this kind of look to it, then we are well and truly sorted for getting that built in a bit of a bigger scale when we get round to it at our base. So I actually need to restock this shop here as well. We'll do that a little bit later. We've stalled for long enough. So let's actually get on with mining up some sand. Ooh, fantastic. How has everybody been? What's everybody been up to? Because it's been a while. This is our first February stream. We haven't streamed for a few days, so I'm hoping that everyone is all right. That everything's going okay for everybody. Working. I know you've been working, friend. Working and sleeping? Good grief, can he sleep? Nay, work. How is teaching? I check in on your Instagram stories. Everything seems to be going relatively well and smoothly. It's all coming out now. He's had 2 night shifts. He's allowed to sleep. This has got me very, very nervous. Get out of here, please. Thank you. Whew. Let me tell chat about what happened at 7 a.m. Please don't tell chat what happened at 7 a.m. this morning. People don't want to hear your stories from work involving bodily fluids. Everything's going okay. Tension comes once the government announce what the plan for GCSEs is. Yeah, I can imagine that's going to be when it really becomes crunch time. So just to update, we've walked through our portal. On the other side, I have taken the liberty of locating a desert and digging a tunnel all the way there, just to save us a bit of time today, because I didn't want to have to... There's a chance that we could have spent 3 hours looking for a desert and not find one, and then we've just had a stream of nothing but irreverent chat and banter, which is fine, but we also need a bit of content as well. Work, it's all been from home recently, which is nice, and playing Yakuza. Never played Yakuza. Is it good? Is it like a... My impression of it is it's like Hitman meets GTA. Is that in any way accurate at all? I don't know. It was horrible last year, so I can imagine this year will be the same. The only thing I would say against that is hopefully lessons were learned. pun may be intended. Lessons were learned last year, and hopefully, as a result, things will work a bit easier this year. That's the only kind of positive spin that I could possibly put on it, really. TackProductions, home of witty banter. We've said it before. We said it in a ukulele stream. The reason why Dave stopped referring to itself as the home of witty banter was because I came about and I started outperforming Dave on their witty banter. So, here we are. This is a very nice little location that we've got ourselves here. I'm really enjoying that mountain over there. That's a really good look. I like that. Oh, pardon me, sir. Excuse me. So we have got this little village that I'm not really interested in doing anything with. The villagers are here and they can live their lives as far as I'm concerned. They're not very good architects. Like, this is not how you build a farm or indeed any sort of village whatsoever. So I don't really want to be introducing them to my lot back at home. These guys just don't know how to do anything. It's quaint. It's well, I mean, I guess it does a job, you know. I mean, all kinds of physics are defied here. It does a job, I suppose, but at the same time, like, I don't know what their problem is. It's only the savannah villages that generate this badly as well. The other ones generally kind of work themselves out, but the savannah villages are just architectural marvels in some way and absolute impossibilities in others. And I believe that this is our desert. I don't know how much sand we need. I'm going to fill up an inventory, including an ender chest, and we'll see how that looks. We may have to do a couple of trips. I haven't yet got any shulker boxes, so that's going to make things a little bit longer. And as far as I know, I'm at 1,000 by 3,600 ish. So, as far as I know, none of the other blockheads are particularly near to here. However, if they are, and we are beginning to destroy their desert, then they're more than welcome to let me know, and I will put sand back, make the area look pretty again, because I don't want to ruin somebody's view. You know, I don't want to do loads of work near to somebody, and then I've spoiled their view or a project they had in mind or something like that. Yakuza is like an open world beat 'em up with loads of strange Japanese side stuff and minigames. Well, that strange Japanese side stuff has got my attention. It's got my attention, probably not for the best reasons, but it has. This will be a flat desert once you're done. It will. We're going to be, I don't know, what's, Jay, what's a really flat desert? You know about geography. Is there a particularly flat desert? I feel like the Gobi is probably flat, but I couldn't tell you for certain. You watched him visit an adult shop. IRL or in-game? I'm assuming in-game. Which kind of reminds me, actually, weirdly. I have been lining up games for our Valentine's Day stream. Because needless to say, I will be spending this year alone. So if you want to join me for Valentine's Day, I would be thrilled to welcome you in. And we can have ourselves a nice little Valentine's stream date. But I have been finding various love-themed games and Valentine's-themed games. That's not a nice way to talk about Jay. I'm on the assumption that Jay will be at work. If Jay isn't at work, then of course, more than welcome to join us for the Valentine's stream. You could probably even be in here with me, just as long as you sit over there. Because, you know, distance, and because there's no way to get another chair behind this desk. I don't even think there's enough room to get a second person on the screen if I... well, you could sit there, but it would be very Cozy. Shall we say? In game, we can't leave our houses. Ah, is that to say that if you could leave your houses? No. But yeah, so I have been seeking out Valentine's / love-themed video games for us, and I've got a few, so it's gonna make for a pretty interesting evening, I hope. That remains to be seen, because some of these games are probably going to be rather weird. But I'm down for some Valentine's weirdness. All the Valentine's weirdness. Can I just clarify that the adult film shop doubles up as a weapons shop? Good to know. Because there's only one place to find massive guns, am I right? The beach. That way. I said I like having a square for my webcam, but it does mean that I do jokes like and you can't really tell because half of it's missing. It's that way. There we go. There's one for the highlights at the end of the month. We got the joke. Now the sandstone's also very useful for us because that saves us having to actually convert the sand into the sandstone in the first place. So we're also going to be taking up a bunch of that too. And we are, of course, going for speed mining strategies when it comes to sand mining. Because that's the only way to do it. Especially when you've got a lot of it to do. You don't want to be wasting all of your tool durability on mining out every individual block when you can use the torches to make your life so much simpler. In other news, you may remember, if you've been with us for a little while, we played through a fan-made recreation of the first Rayman game called Rayman Redemption. And there has since been a level editor that has been released for that game. And I would like to have a go at making levels one day. I did download it to have a little look at it, and it doesn't seem that user friendly in its current state. It is still kind of early access alpha type thing, but it is available to download for free off of GameJolt. So I did, just to have a little look-see and see what it's all about, and I think I could get on board with it, but it's going to take a little bit of time and effort to work. Because I do like trying to make my own content for games. I used to do it all the time for Super Mario World. You could get the ROM of the game, and there was some software released called Lunar Magic that allowed you to create your own Super Mario World game. And I spent so much time when I was younger creating Mario ROM hacks. It was kind of the precursor to Super Mario Maker. There we go. This is how you mine sand. Put some torches underneath, let the sand fall on it, and it just mines up automatically. That's efficiency and improved productivity right there. Now, I also... Ayo! Is Sam here, our Lord and Egg Saviour. How are you doing this evening, my friends? Is everything going well? How has your day been? Productive, I hope. Seems like we've got a bit of sand back here. We can do this. Yeah. Give me some more. That famous Britney Spears spot. Britney Spears spawn? Britney Spears spawn? Who? I don't. Someone call me a bondulance. There we go. Pretty swell. Gently struggling, making a neckline from Imam's dress. I will struggle no more. You can hang out with us and allow my sultry tones to ease any stress or burden you may be feeling as a result. We've got a nice, chill evening ahead of us, mining sand. It sounds like a ludicrous way to spend an evening. But that's what we're going to do. Some say I'm a pretty ludicrous guy. Not as ludicrous as the rapper, but ludicrous enough. I'm ludicrous, the rapper was ludicrous. And I can't get away with that. My troubles are all getting washed away like a shampoo advert. Yes! Yes! Oh, there you go. There's another clip for you. You're welcome. That's Herbal Essences, wasn't it? Other shampoos are available, of course, but... Alright, keep your hair on. Hey, there it is. There it is. You know what? You know what? You can have one from me. There you go. You can have one. Keep your hair on. It's only a commercial. Oh, calm down, dear. It's a commercial. That went in a bit of a weird direction for Michael Winner. Calm down, dear. It's a commercial. Did anybody ever see the remix of that advert? It was so good. Like, it's a kind of drum and bass remix. Obviously, I can't show you because of DMCA, but you can check it out on YouTube. I think it would just probably be eShore Techno Remix or something like that. eShore was the name of the insurance company with Michael Winner. It's like, calm down, dear. It's a commercial. I'm only acting. It's absolutely incredible. There's another one that exists for Sillet Bang as well with Barry Scott. Everyone knows and loves Barry Scott, right? I remember Barry Scott. Hi, I'm Barry Scott. You might struggle with some household cleaners, but make sure you use Sillet Bang to get into all those really hard to work on grimy sections. Is your bath filled with scum? A couple of squirts of Sillet Bang and look at it gleam. What about your kitchen sink? Has that food residue been there for months? A little bit of Sillet Bang and you'll forget you ever even had that meal. All this and more available in the cleaning aisle at your supermarket. Bang! And the dirt is gone. Sorry, I got a bit carried away. Are you Barry Scott? No comment. Impeccable. The problem is my Barry Scott is not really based on Barry Scott. It's based on a parody advert that was made of Sillet Bang for a product called Kitchen Gun. And it was a parody done by a comedian called Peter Serafinowicz. And it's a really good parody. But my impression of Barry Scott is based on that impression from Peter Serafinowicz, which is in itself founded in hyperbole and exaggeration. So it's not the most accurate in the world, but it's fit for purpose. Had a look at his Wikipedia page, and the description has all of his disambiguations. Barry Scott is an immortal actor, singer, DJ and cricketer from 1916. He looks dang good for 1916. Maybe there's something in that Sillet Bang after all. Bang! And the wrinkles are gone. You might have tried with some household anti-aging creams, but you haven't tried Sillet Bang. Definitely don't put Sillet Bang on your face. It is not a face cream. TackProductions and its affiliates do not endorse using Sillet Bang as a face cream or any other cosmetic treatment. Sillet Bang should be used only for its intended purposes. If in doubt, consult a doctor. In case of contact with eyes, rinse immediately with warm water. Don't do that. Follow the advice on the back of the bottle. I don't know. I can't remember what the advice on the back of the bottle is. But do that. Don't listen to me. If you get Sillet Bang in your eyes, don't think I'd better go and check out that stream that Tack did. Go and read the back of the bottle. Watch Shaun of the Dead for the 1000th time over the weekend. Such a good film. Peter Serafinowicz is in Shaun of the Dead, isn't he? Is that the segue? Shaun of the Dead is a good film. I don't have much room in my film watching experience for Simon Pegg. I'm not his biggest fan, I'm afraid to say. However, I will concede that Shaun of the Dead is a good film. Nice coverage. Still need to watch the trilogy. The trilogy? There's not a trilogy of film. There's not a trilogy for Shaun of the Dead. Is there? I'm sure there was only one. You thinking of Dawn of the Dead? Oh man, we may need to head home right away. We're filling up quick. Peter Serafinowicz was... Oh, Shaun of the Dead, Hot Fuzz and World's End. They are all very similar films. They are very similar films. Just wearing different jackets. Don't at me, but they are. Are they not? Well, actually, World's End might be a bit different. I think I've seen World's End, and I don't believe that one to be a story about a down-and-out loser who's trying to get a girlfriend. Whereas I'm fairly sure that that's the basic plot for Shaun of the Dead and Run, Fat Boy, Run. I don't think we can be friends anymore. Well, I'm sorry that you're willing to terminate the friendship over that. Don't at the wrong person. Yeah, at the wrong person. At the wrong person. Don't at me on this. But like they are very similar. Oh wait, Run Fat Boy Run. You weren't even talking about. It was Hot Fuzz, wasn't it? Isn't that the plot of Hot Fuzz as well? It's a... I don't know if the policeman's a loser, but the policeman gets relocated somewhere and is trying to get a girlfriend. Something like that. Having said that, I guess you could argue that that's the plot for so many films anyway. Like, nope. You see, I haven't got time in my life for Simon Pegg. So I don't really know what his filmography's about. Peter Serafinowicz was the voice of Darth Maul as well. A little bit of trivia for you that I don't know if it's that common knowledge. But I think the actor that they had playing Darth Maul, his voice wasn't sinister enough, so they got Peter Serafinowicz in to dub over all of the lines. At last we will have revenge. I think the problem with mining sand is you just get heaps of other blocks that you don't necessarily need. I guess that's true of a lot of things in this game. you spend ages working and you just keep on getting blocks that you don't need nor want particularly. Hit a nerve with Sean. Uh-oh. He's now dictating all the ways. He's dictating all of the ways. Literally all the ways that I am wrong about Pot Buzz. I don't know. I may be wrong about a lot of things, but I haven't seen Pot Buzz, so I don't know. My opinion is entirely invalid. But that doesn't mean I can't use my opinion to to have a little fun. Oh, I meant to ask Nay, actually. Just after that. I meant to ask about how you watch the Mischief Nights. Like, do you watch it on like a smart TV, or do you gather around your laptop or whatever? Because I don't want I was thinking of getting tickets or getting a pass. But I don't necessarily. I don't want it to be a case of like Jay and I have to just kind of huddle together around my PC here. So if it can be viewed on like via the PS4 on the TV or something, then that would work out very nice indeed. Because then we can do that at some point. Whereas if we've got to huddle around the screen right here, it's not very COVID secure. Because although we're sharing the house, obviously he is working in a hospital, so we do still need to be pretty dang careful. I don't know why Nate couldn't tell you. I was still thinking about Hot Fuzz. Desktop PC is plugged into the TV. Okay. That's cool then. I might look into that then for us. Just for something different to do on an evening. Currently we're playing through a game called For the King, which I've been meaning to speak about on stream for a while actually, but I keep forgetting. So it's a game called For the King, and if you like D&D sort of roguelikes, tabletop adventures, then it's a really good game for you. I would definitely recommend it. Far away from each other on the sofa because we don't like each other very much. So yeah, you get to build you build a party of heroes who venture around the kingdom, trying to save the kingdom from an evil that has been beset upon the land. But it is a very good game. It's, like I say, kind of randomly generated, based off of a D&D tabletop type game. I think it's crossplay. I think it's multiplayer. So you can play with other people. Don't even need to be in the same room for it. But we've been having an absolute blast with it. I think the idea is that you play through it. It's a bit like Rogue Legacy as well. You play through it, and then the game kind of out levels you rather quickly. So then you die, but when you die, you're able to unlock new stuff that can help out your next adventure, and so on. I'd definitely recommend checking it out as well. The soundtrack's really good, and the game looks quite cute as well. I'd recommend checking it out if any of that sounds like your sort of thing. It's a great time waster as well. We've spent, I think whenever we play it, we spend about 6 hours playing it solidly without looking at the clock. So it's got a lot of replay value and a lot of playtime to it as well. What do you play it on? We're playing it on Jay's PS4. It's on PS4. It's also available on Steam. I'm not sure what else it might be available on, but would recommend checking it out. I think it can be played online as well, so you can. Yeah, I think I said that anyway, but you can play with others over the internet. It's a good little game. We've spent a lot of time on it and are having a lot of fun with it, and have gotten really quite far on it, we think. There's also a few different campaigns as well, so there's a good amount of replay value right there. Rach, good evening, Rach. Welcome to the stream. How are you doing this evening? Is everything alright? How was Apex Day yesterday? Did you win? Or did you get the favourable outcome for whatever you were hoping to achieve? I've seen a lot of people have been playing it. So it was like a new season dropped yesterday for it, right? Sounds like our sort of thing. I'd at least kind of watch the trailer for it and see what it's all about, because as I say, it kind of builds on the idea of that D&D is based on. You have your party, everybody has their own sets of skills and is useful in different situations. And it's about using the party to defeat your enemies, the best. And so it's got elements of RPGs in it as well, I guess, like sort of turn-based RPGs thrown in as well. But it is very good. We've spent whole days on it so far. And I think we've barely begun to scratch the surface. So it's called For the King. Very good. Been playing it all day. That's the sign of a good game right there. New season and a new character with an old map revamped. That's good. That's good. New content is always appreciated. Alright, we're beginning to fill up here now, and we've made a little dent, but we can stand to go further here. We've got a lot of work that needs doing. We need a lot of sand. Well, we need a lot of sandstone. It's not necessarily the sand that I need. It's the sandstone. Oh, there we go. I've been saying... Oh, excuse me. I've been saying, why, like... Who is messaging me that much? It is literally all Twitch, okay? Literally all Twitch. My phone has just gone off like 6 times in 1 minute, which is phenomenally frequently for me. And they were all Twitch notifications of other people going live. Now's the time. It is coming up to 8 o'clock, I guess. Oops. Oh no. I don't need any leeks. Those are some of the worst vegetables. I don't mind leeks. Twitch would like to tell you that everyone is live. I appreciate them telling me that everyone is live, but I should just put it on do not disturb mode, really. I mean, I need to know other people are live, but at the same time, like, I can't do anything about that right now. I can't go and see anyone. Oh man, what have I done here? It's all gone wrong. Just creating a mess is always going to happen. There we go. Fixed it. Fixed it. Don't worry. I'm going to put these back. There we are. But yes, anyway, as I was saying... Oh, have I missed stuff? We done hit the UK hotspot. Yes. 8 PM. Am I... Yeah, I'm just getting rid of the wrong bits. But there we go. Easy fix. Easily fixed. There you go. They can just stay there and then... There we are. We've done it. Don't need to worry about anything else. Anyways, as I was saying, I've spoken about this already this evening, but I have lined up all of... Well, not all of. I have lined up games for Valentine's Day. So, if you are not doing anything, bearing in mind it's illegal to do anything in the UK, you can come and hang out here on Twitch and spend Valentine's Day with me. Hey, love bits! Talking of which. I got some cool games lined up. All in the name of love. And finding love. And it's going to be quite interesting. Do you want to know what we've got coming up? Or I think I've already asked this and everyone seemed fairly convinced on no spoilers. So, if you want to know, then I shall impart. But I like the idea of surprise. What's love got to do with it? Got to do with it? Oh, I don't want to risk aiming for the note and missing it. How does the song go anyway? Whoa, what's love got to do with it? That was What's Love Got to Do With It by Tina Turner? Maybe? I feel like everyone facepalms every single time I have a guess at a music artist. And they're like, oh, God's sake, he knows nothing. He knows nothing. I'm a heavy metal fan, okay? I don't know anything about music other than heavy metal. And even then, knowledge can tend to be a bit questionable. Oh, there we go. Got him out. Do you want to know? What's love but a second-hand emotion? I'd say I don't know these songs. It was Tina Turner. Yes! I think you all know what that makes me. I don't need to finish that joke. You know where that joke's gonna go. Somebody else, please. What does that make me? Dun dun dun. It's simply the best. It makes me simply the best. You know, better than all the rest. Better than anyone? Anyone I've ever met? No? Oh. Crickets. Suit yourselves. I mean, in fairness, like, I open that one up, I've got to deal with the consequences on that one. That's why I make bad puns, because I give you guys the opportunity to make the jokes, and you let me down. That's why I make terrible jokes, because no one else can be trusted. Oh, more contributions for the 12-hour marathon challenge. How are we looking on that? What's my percentage at? Is there a way for me to check without actually asking? There is! 82%! Look at that. That's pretty good. Oh, it looked like I was about to be able to contribute then, but I can't contribute myself. I was like, I could just tip the scales in our favour a little bit. 80 odd percent of the way there though, that's good. Do you reckon we could get there for Valentine's? I know, like, all throughout January I was saying, hey, it looks like we could have the 12-hour right on the end of January, but this time I reckon it looks like we could have the 12-hour for Valentine's Day. What do you reckon? That way, no matter what time zone you're in, you're going to get a bit of love. We just need reminding every stream. It's okay, don't forget there are other things to spend the points on as well, but I think people are much happier watching me do a 12-hour stream than they are watching me drink some water. Or sit up straight. Oh, good grief. There goes my earbuds. 11k left to put into it. That is so achievable. So achievable. I think it can very easily be done. Well, that's what we should do. If we hit the goal before Valentine's Day, which I feel like we will, then we will do a 12-hour Valentine's stream. You might be looking at me now going, he doesn't look so sure about that, and you're right. But we'll see. Wish I could just dump the 11k I got. Unfortunately, not. Do you reckon, like, if I just stopped and started the stream again, it would go, oh, it's a new stream, I guess they can donate their points again now? Or do you reckon it's done within, like, a 24-hour period or something like that? Not that I'm going to just stop the stream and restart it again. There's no point doing that. But I'm intrigued to know what it would be. And that's what love's got to do with it. Oh, Sean's got 11k as well. No, I think it's a daily thing. I imagine so. I feel like Twitch has probably looked into that and made sure that that can't happen. Maybe the Spiffing Brit did a video on it, and he was like, he exposed the hack. Hello, my beautiful sausages. Today I've got a Twitch hack for you all. Whatever, Spiff ain't one of mine. Alright. I sound like he should be one of mine, but he ain't. So, you're just gonna have to make do with that. Don't know what you're complaining about. You get a decent Farnsworth impression every week. You don't need a good Spiff impression as well every week. It does say per stream. Then maybe we can cheat the system. I'm not willing to find out just yet, though. I think this will be our last lot before we head back to see how we're doing. We're at least 80. 80% natural. 20% artificial colours, flavours and preservatives, though. Little bit of that sweet, sweet MSG. I remember there was a whole uproar around Pringles filling certainly the barbecue ones with MSG. I was like, so? I know it's a bad chemical for you, but everything in moderation, right? Everything's bad for you if you have too much of it. Rach is on the lurk. Thank you very much for the lurk. Everything's bad for you if you have too much of it. Water's bad for you if you have too much of it. Like, you can... Is there such a thing as water poisoning? It's probably got a technical name, but there's something like that. Or, you know, drowning. Like, water's bad for you in high amounts. Oxygen's bad for you in huge amounts. You can get oversaturated blood. You know, everything in moderation, including MSG. I need a bit of MSG in my life. A little bit of Monica by my side and a little bit of Rita. That's all I need. MSG is delicious. Exactly, that's what makes your Chinese takeaway so good. MSG does a valuable service to the food industry, and I don't think it should be persecuted in the way that it is. Give me the MSG. It's lovely! I don't actually think it's actually bad. Well, I think it's bad in the same way sugar's bad. Like it's a mineral that the human body needs, but like you definitely shouldn't have too much of it. Although MSG I'm fairly sure is a synthetic compound. It's something that humans have made. It's probably not that good for you, but it's probably not as bad for you as everyone makes out to be. Where are we? Hyponatremia, since more water means less salt. Ooh, that's a very complex word. I like it. Hyponatremia. Hyponatremia. Jay can confirm too much O2 is bad. O2 toxicity of our city, of our city. That's Toxicity by System of a Down. Being used with Creative Commons license and fair use under the DMCA regulations for review and criticism. MSG is mostly persecuted because of its association with Chinese food. Well, soy sauce doesn't get treated the same way. How come MSG gets off, but how come soy sauce gets off, but MSG is the whipping boy? MSG is literally an amino acid. Oh, I thought MSG was manufactured. Huh. Alright, inventory is full. Is there anything here that I don't need that we can... Yeah, we don't need that. I think I've got cactus, we don't need that. Ink sacs I can get at home, I don't need that. And all this stuff... Sticks I definitely don't need. Crafting table we can put down. That gives us a bit of space. Perfect, let's carry on. Yes, that's like we were cooking to that earlier. I do like a little bit of System of a Down in my life. A little bit of Sandra in the Sun and a little bit of Mary all night long. Soy sauce sounds natural. Monosodium glutamate sounds scientific and unnatural. So does deoxyribose nucleic acid. It sounds scientific and unnatural. But we need that? Huh? Did you hear about the what's in a name? A lot. Did you hear about the scientist who discovered DNA? He was thrilled with his scientific discovery. Absolutely thrilled. He went off, he told all the other scientists, he was like, yo, I've just discovered the secret to all human life. Da-na! It's one of my favourite science jokes. Penn and Teller did something similar with dihydrogen monoxide and radicalised a bunch of people against water. I love Penn and Teller so much. I've had the honour of seeing Penn and Teller live, and they are absolutely sensational performers. Even if you're not taking into account the magic, and if that's the case, it feels like you're at the wrong show, to be honest. But even ignoring the fact that their magic performance is spectacular, their general showmanship is unbelievable. They are an absolute joy to watch. And outrageously clever, funny, entertaining magicians. Could not recommend them enough. Oop, Tesco Delivery is here. Alright, enjoy your delivery. I hope you ordered lots of good stuff, including MSG, soy sauce, and deoxyribose nucleic acid. Can you please redo those jazz hands? Da-na! Did you watch Fool Us? I did when I could, because I would have been at work, because it was a Saturday night show, so for the most part I would have been at work, but I watched it when I could, and again, it's really interesting. Much enjoyment. Thank you. You're welcome. It's again it's a really interesting premise for a show, seeing magicians trying to fool magicians. That's a really, really good idea. And also, again, some of the magic talent that came out as a result of that show is really, really good too. Isn't Summer Fool Us on Netflix? It might be. It might be. I know there are clips on YouTube and stuff of certainly the American one at least. So as long as you can put up with that woman out of How I Met Your Mother, the ginger one, you know the one I mean. Melissa, is that her name? Why do I want to say Melissa? That's definitely not her name, but in any case, it's well worth a watch. And the thing about Penn and Teller as well is that even though they tell you how they do some of their tricks, it's always, well, not always, but it tends to be a bit of a double bluff as well. There's normally something else going on that you are not privy to. You don't notice. Alison, yes, that's right. So I was kind of right with the list.
Our struggle as artists isn't about appeasing the crowd.
I was like, all of a sudden I started hearing voices, and I was like, what's going on? It's someone talking to me on Discord, but it's the track. And it really threw me off. I was like, I've got instrumentals on. I only wanted instrumentals. And it always kind of catches me off guard when all of a sudden there's random, not lyrics, but chatter in the song. At the moment he's talking about how artists struggle. Now we're on the harmonica section. Can certainly put up with her. I don't know, her hosting style is outrageously annoying. Oh, he stopped talking about his ideas now. Hosting is a skill. It is, and she doesn't have it. I ain't gonna beat around the bush. I mean, in fairness, it's not her fault. It's partly the script writer's fault as well. If you've got a rubbish script writer, then you have no hope. Here he is. Well, he's not talking now. Don't make me play this song again. It's 7 minutes long! Please don't make me play this song again. Just agree with me, otherwise I've got to put it on again. Don't know what to tell you. Just say yes, we hear the man, so that I don't have to work out how to put this song on again. Okay, we're pretty full on stuff at the moment. But there's no man. Well, alright. We're just gonna have to restart. Let's put the song on again. This reminds me of that really long Kanye West song that's just bass. I'm gonna turn him down for the time being. I think actually you get off lucky. Because I use the free version of Pretzel Rocks, I can't actually replay the song without going through a whole rigmarole. Unless... Oh, that's the restart button. Okay, we're restarting the song, don't worry. You wanted this. Now, what we should also do while we're at home as well is probably get some stuff just to quickly restock our shop so that if anybody else joins us, we are all on our Larry Lonesome on the server at the moment this evening. But if anyone else joins and they happen to go past our tent in the shopping district, then they can help themselves as long as they have the requisite funds. Now, what's the best way up? I don't know. Probably over this way. Hearing things. I'm not hearing things, and you will see. Or you will hear that I am not hearing things. Except you won't. I know what you're going to do. It's going to get to the point where the guy is talking and you're going to go, yeah, still can't hear anything. And that's going to... And you're just going to say that to make me go mad. I already know that that's what's going to happen. So... like, I've just got to deal with that, but it's the principle. It's all about the principle. Could be worse. We could be telling more jokes. So at least we're discussing music and my descent into madness rather than poor jokes. Oh, I just remembered I said about maybe doing the 12-hour stream for Valentine's Day, but we did also suggest having the 12-hour community day. So we might just have to merge the two together. Because ironically, the games I've got lined up for Valentine's Day, I don't believe are multiplayer. So we may have to sort of half and half the day, have half the day for Valentine's Day, half the day for sort of for community play-along games and stuff like that. We have to get there first. That's the main thing. Alright. Bienvenue à maison. Encore. Now, whilst we are here, we need to clear some space so they can live in there. That lets me grab a couple of chests. I'm going to need a sheet of paper. Just one sheet. Does plenty. so that I can set a price in the shopping district. Oh, I've got no room for anything. It's a great problem to have, don't get me wrong, but at the same time, really inconvenient. Whatever, they can just live in there. I'll organise all this off stream. You aren't here to watch an inventory management lesson. Just gonna pop all of the sand here. Here he is! Here he is! Here he is! Here he is!
Rather, it's about tending to the broken parts inside of ourselves.
Here he is.
We create things as a reflection of this struggle.
I told you.
Our perception of self. Ben Wave isn't necessarily a thing you achieve.
Was it worth it? No, probably not. You can answer that. Was it worth it? Nope.
You constantly strive toward.
There we go. Enjoy it.
It comes from an understanding that ideas aren't static.
I'm going to skip over the song though. I don't want to listen to all that again. Not worth it in the slightest. However, that's completely for you guys. Because I ain't putting that into the YouTube episode. You can guarantee that. Certainly not all of it. Okay. Right, fellas, I need some tool recharging. And I need some emeralds so that I may buy your wares in order to make some diamonds. Because we could become super rich. I don't know who the richest person on the server is. I know there are people with netherite and elytras and that kind of stuff. That's fine. But I don't know who's sitting on the biggest pile of diamonds yet. I would like to think that it's me, but I really don't think it is. I think there are significantly wealthier people on the server than I right now. Let's gather all of our supplies. We're gonna, as you might be able to tell, we're gonna branch out into golden carrots. Because I fancy diversifying just a little bit. Make up a load of paper for my dear pal here. Alright, so it's you are my farmhand. So if I may start, I'm going to start with the pumpkins and the melons. Hopefully he will discount some of his other trades for us. Indeed he has. So then I'll just buy up his potatoes. Sorry, those aren't tomatoes. And all of the carrots we can sell to him as well. Lovely. That should do him just fine. We won't need those anymore. Yeah, that's good. And you can buy paper from me, can't you? I need some books too. We'll go and get those in a minute. So you can take all of my paper. Just like that, thank you. Hopefully you drop the price of your mending books as well. Where do I keep my books? There's some leather right there, I can take those. But I am sure I had books ready-made lying around, unless I've already made them, which is looking likely. Indeed it is. Oh, I can only make 3. Oof. Okay, well, that'll have to do for the time being. Oh well. That's fine though. That does leave me with the 1 bit of paper. I will take all 3, please. Thank you, sir. Pleasure. And I've got an infinity and a knockback 2. Neither of those are particularly stunning for me. So I'm not going to bother. Name tags might be... I might buy your name tags, sir, as well. Name tags feel like an interesting diversion. So maybe you would be so kind as to give me those as well. People need name tags for all sorts of practical stuff. So I'm gonna buy all of these up. And then we can put them in the same chest as the golden carrots. Maybe. Still going, eh? There we go. 12 name tags at last. And I should probably buy the rest of your golden carrots as well, shouldn't I? Give me those. That's fantastic. Okay, so now we are ready to move on. I may need a second piece of paper. So let's go do it. Golden carrots, I believe, are the best food source in the game. So they are reasonably well sought after as well. I am only too happy to oblige. So I'm thinking, I can't remember what Spooky was selling them for. But I think again I may just go 3 diamonds a stack on this. $3 diamonds per stack. Yeah, that's fine. Again, these aren't my main shopping endeavours, and there are other people in the shopping district that are doing these. So I don't want to massively tread on anybody's turf. We're just setting up a little bit of an economy for ourselves. Name tags, let's do those for 3 as well. 3 diamonds per name tag. Perfect. Hopefully, that should see some more finances come rolling our way. I'm gonna use my extra reserves of sugarcane to make more books so that we can get more mending. Because the more of that we have, the more money we're gonna make. And money is important. Because then I can go and buy things from other people and then they can make some money. That's how the economy goes around. And then I'm just going to sit on a giant nest egg full of diamonds. Now, before we do the trading, we need to make sure that we have a safe space. Don't do it. Thank you. Beautiful. Am I going to get snuck up on by another one? The answer to that is undoubtedly yes. Ordinarily, I wouldn't be concerned. However, I do not want the villagers to die, which is a very big possibility. This, by the way, is a fishing farm. Ooh. Hello, sir. This is a fishing farm that actually gets you valuable stuff. It does get you treasure, whereas most fishing farms don't nowadays because of changes to the way that fishing works. But this one does actually indeed function. Morgan just subbed. Thank you so very much. Tier 1 for 5 months on a 2-month streak. And 100 bits as well. Morgan, thank you so very, very much. Welcome to the stream this evening. How are you this evening? How are you doing? How has your day been? Hopefully everything's been going alright for you today. If you've been up to anything, let us know. We're currently restocking a shop. Doing great. Very glad to hear. Very glad to hear indeed. Yes, I'm currently restocking my shopping district shop. And then we're on a trip to gather more sand. I need plenty of sand for a job that we're working on. Beautiful. That'll do me. I believe. Cool. Let's trade away all the paper as per. Give me all of the good stuff. You love it. Thank you very much. I don't need any more of those. I do, however, need your mending books for me. Give me all you can. Oh, emeralds. Emeralds are what I need. I was like, why is he not giving me any more? Emeralds. That's what I need. More of those, please. Perfect. Oh, that's a nice, tidy amount of mending books right there. Did a bit of netherite mining today and got 32. 32? But you have no iron or diamonds. Oh. We're making quite a nice chunk of change here on the server when it comes to diamonds. We're doing pretty well, if I do say so myself, which I do because I did. Our shop's doing very well. I'm currently selling off mending books. We'll be branching out into golden carrots and name tags now, just to keep the economy going, keep a little bit of interest alive. That's great. I'll take those. And your name tags, there they are, right there. Give them to me. All of them. I've actually burnt through a lot of emeralds on this, so we're gonna need to wait a while to earn all of these back. I think I've burnt through. This has been all of my emeralds, pretty much. Ooh-wee. Okay. Well, never mind. We got plenty of stuff now to keep the shopping district ticking over. So let's go and restock, and then we've got to go back and get ourselves some more sand. Beds are so much fun, very deadly. But TNT is so expensive. It is expensive. I'm doing fine for sand on this world now, but gunpowder's a tough one, especially on a multiplayer server like this. We've got the plugin installed where only one person has to sleep, so we don't tend to get too many night times. We don't get too many mobs about, so gunpowder's a bit tough to come by. Jets has got a creeper farm, which is doing very well. It's making quite a bit of gunpowder, but that's for his rocket shop. I can't just go over there and take some gunpowder. I mean, I probably could actually. Now I've got some diamonds, I could probably just buy a load. But we're doing fine for the time being. I don't need any gunpowder because I'm not doing any explosive mining, and I'm not really making splash potions. I haven't got an elytra. I'm not flying anywhere, so I don't need the rockets. So, you know, it's good to have, but I don't need it just yet. I will do at some point soon. That is pretty much guaranteed. Now I need to farm tons of wood and wool. Ooh. Ooh. Well, that's okay. That's at least that's kind of simple to do. At least that's nice and passive. You know, you can just you can get on with that while you're watching your favourite streamer. Aha! Here we are, the shop. Let's refill. Just gonna take that up so we can organise this a bit more. So let's put one chest there, and I'm gonna put another one. I'm gonna pop another one just right in the middle here, I think. So in the front we have 3 diamonds per book for all of these mending books. Yes, it's cheap, some may say so, but they have been selling really well. Let's try and get it nice and neatly organised. That's acceptable. Maybe something like that. There you go. That'll do. That's nice and neat. That's acceptable. Easy money. Oh, there you go. That's better. That's better. When am I starting the hunt for netherite? That will be soon. I think I want to do that as a episode, but we'll see. I haven't really thought about it yet. I would also like to get an elytra, which we will probably do on a stream. We'll go end busting. Jets has already offered to come with us, so we can do something like that. Oh, one left! No! Okay, well, I'll keep one for myself. 3 diamonds per name tag. Perfect. And then I've got 3 diamonds per stack. So let's just pop those in there. And that looks like a grumpy face, so we'll sit with that. Unless, can I do the same sort of pattern here? Those will do. That's fine. That's good. We'll keep these ones for ourselves. And I'm going to move the sign that says... And I'm going to pop it right in front here. Give it an attractive border so it catches the eye.
Television advertising.
New stock now for sale.
Fresh is a great slogan. They managed to convince an entire
Fantastic.
if not the globe.
And we shall move onwards. So yeah, netherite will be coming. I've only just gotten myself up to full diamond gear. Oh, hydration break, thanking you. And a contribution to the 12-hour marathon challenge. We are so close. Thank you very much. Beautiful. This song is called Scoots and Toots. And it really feels like Scoots and Toots. And I did hear him. He's currently saying fresh. So yeah, netherite won't be too far away. Same for elytra and end busting. Because I was saying this at the start of the stream, I've now reached to the point where I can't really progress without that sort of stuff. You know, we've got quite a large, ambitious project for our base. And so having an elytra so that we can just zip from one side of the base to the other would be exceptionally useful. So that's going to be my priority before netherite, I think, is going to be the elytra. Because then the netherite is more of a decorative flex for how I'm playing at the moment. I'm doing just fine with diamond, but netherite would be good if only for the fact that it looks better than diamond at the moment. Oh, that's it. If you just follow me back into the corridor, then we can duel a little bit more safely. Sir? Excusez-moi. Come for me. That's it. This is safer. This is more acceptable to me. Get out of here. Thank you. Alright, now we continue on our way. So yeah, elytra coming up. Elytra possibly next stream. This guy can... This is a dangerous place to aim for the return to sender achievement. I'm just going to keep on running and keep on running. Don't destroy my portal. Thank you. Yeah, elytra maybe next stream. Feels good. Because then I can start blasting around the base and really getting some work done. Morgan, had a good day. Nay, busy. More tired than usual after last night. Ah, yes, of course. The work on Leisureland. Yes. It's definitely took a toll. I had a massive lay-in this morning. I was asleep for a lot longer than I planned. After we finished on Leisureland, I then came onto the server just to basically do a shop check, just to check the stock in the shop, and was on here for another hour and a half or so, hanging out with some of the other streamers. So I was very tired this morning. Elytra next stream? Whack. Yeah, I think so. I think it's time. I think it's time that we got ourselves one. As I was saying, to blast from where I've built my house to the front of where our base is going to be would be so much more convenient than having to run there. So I think it's time for us to get an elytra. I do need to find a nether fortress. Not a nether fortress, what's the overworld underground ones? The strongholds. I need to find a stronghold. Oh, evening, gentlemen. Nope, excuse me, sir. My bed. Thank you. Do you mind? Daddy, there's a man in our bed. Good morning. Good morning. Oh god, where was I? I forgot what I was saying. Yes, so Elytra is definitely on the cards once I've found a stronghold. People have found some, they've been discovered on the server, but I have no idea where any of them are. I could ask them. I could ask the other blockheads, like, where's the stronghold? But where's the fun in that? Part of the fun is adventuring off and finding one. And because there's an infinite number of them in the world now, why have I got to use everyone else's? Just go and find our own. We can turn it into a stronghold base. Or something like that. At some point in the future, perhaps. Potentially, possibly, maybe. Hey, all of my junk is still here. All that junk on the floor. Beautiful. Oof, what's been going on? I've missed some stuff right here, yes. Morgan's more tired, probably because he's done a big workout, and looking after the little sister. Takes it out of you. Children are the most tiring. Be fighting the dragon soon. How different is the dragon on Bedrock to Java? Is it more exciting? Because that doesn't feel like it would be that hard to do. Does Bedrock have dramatic music? That would improve the dragon fight easily. Just a little bit of dramatic music. You know, I'm not talking Duel of the Fates, but just something like... Although, actually, Duel of the Fates for the Ender Dragon fight. It's deliberately off-key so that DMCA and John Williams don't sue me. At least that's my story, and I'm sticking with it. Oh, is this that film noir song? I feel like it is. It's gotta be. It's called On the Case. I never knew why no one would sit next to me on the train. All I knew is that there was something amiss on this particular day that, well, I'd never noticed amiss before. The train was red. Ordinarily, it's blue. I didn't know what to think. We've already done a film noir bit. We're not doing another one. His breath sometimes doesn't show up and Endermen do loads more damage. Well, that sounds worse! That doesn't sound like a fun fight at all. Just like the Java one. This is a bit more mysterious than the film noir bit. That's old hat now. Exactly. We don't tread the same ground here. We break new ground. Oh, Newgrounds. Newgrounds is broken because of the Flash Purge. That's sad. There is the Flash Games Archive, which is like a cool project that was set up to preserve all of the old Flash games. That'd be good for a stream one day, you know. I think I did look into downloading the Flash Games Archive at one point, but it's like 56 gigs or something. It's huge. But like that'd be a cool stream one day to just relive a load of old Flash games and stuff, and see what it was like. Some of the fantastic games that were birthed from it. You know, who didn't waste an afternoon playing Duck Life or Metal Slug? You know, Copter. Everyone knows it. This is where you show your age. Did you ever play Copter? Which one did you play first, Copter or Flappy Bird? True internet heroes played Copter. It's just going to be harder because of no dual wielding. That's something that Bedrock has over Java. You have the ability to weld in Bedrock. Why am I spending all this time mining out the stone underneath? I am wasting so much time on our sand trip by spending time mining out stone that doesn't need to be mined out. It's no wonder the inventory is filling up with stuff I don't need. What I should be doing is just leaving a bit and then just following the terrain up rather than doing it this clumsy way. I'd like to apologise for all the time that I have wasted so far. Never mind. Toss the Turtle? I didn't play Toss the Turtle. Is it similar to Kitten Cannon? It's like one of those weird games where you have to launch an animal the furthest distance by getting it to bounce off of bombs and trampolines and stuff like that. Hedgehog Launch? That was a great game. How dare you engage war flashbacks of Duck Life? I watched a speed run of Duck Life the other day. That's how exciting my quarantine's been. Motherload. Motherload is an incredible game. That exists as a full game now, right? Motherload? I remember playing the Flash version of it. I'm sure it exists now as like an actual purchasable game. Whack Your Boss. The name sounds familiar. Whack Your Boss sounds familiar. I don't know if I ever played it, but the name sounds familiar. Oh my god, did we watch the same 35-minute speedrun of Bird with Human Legs? Possibly, yeah. The YouTuber's a guy called Easy Speezy, I think, or something like that. And I was just randomly recommended his video one day of... I think it was him speedrunning the first Duck Life, and I was like, okay, this seems curious, but I am intrigued. Why would anyone speedrun this game? And sure enough, he had. And I was even more blown away to see that there is a leaderboard on speedrunning.com for that game. It's like, who's competitively speedrunning Duck Life, let alone speedrunning it anyway? Oh. Interactive Buddy. Oh, Interactive Buddy. That was a lot of time spent on Interactive Buddy. I didn't have ICT lessons at school, I had Interactive Buddy lessons. That's how much time we spent with Interactive Buddy. Very violent, not for streams. What, Interactive Buddy? This is true. This is true. That poor Interactive Buddy don't half get a beating. Having said that, I've got 30 villagers encapsulated in one tiny glass prison at the moment, so... Violent and unsuitable for stream? What's the real bad example here? The Duck Life 3 speedrun. I think he's done the other two as well. Oh, actually no, do you know what it was? The first one I saw him do was for Bloons. That was the first one I saw. He speedran the first Bloons game. And that was the first video I saw from him. And then I was like, I'm intrigued to find out what other Flash games this guy's speedrunning. And why. Anyone else? Newgrounds Dating Sim? Or was that just me? I didn't play Newgrounds Dating Sim. I feel like the closest I got was a game that I think was called Don't Get Caught, where you have to kiss your co-worker, but not when your boss turns around. It's kind of like Red Light, Green Light, or Hot Chocolate, right? It's one of those games. It was one of those typical edgy Newground games where it was like, oh, it's kind of adult content, but oh, not really. Played a few. Used to play all manner of games on Newgrounds. That was the point of the site. The site of it was the slogan for the site was literally everything by everyone. Tower defense games took up 20%. Tower defense game. I'm bad at tower defense games, but I enjoy tower defense games. I think the only tower defense game I've ever been any real good at was Plants vs Zombies. But and you know what? I do enjoy the Bloons tower defense as well. There's a version on Steam. There's a free to play version on Steam. I think it's the 6th game. I think it's Bloons Tower Defense 6. Was free to play on Steam. I have got it, but I've also not really spent too much time playing it because there's a lot of the old microtransaction slash you know, like those video games where it sort of has quick, you've got like 24 hours left to do this thing, and then, like, you know, the timed events and stuff like that. That I'm just not really. They kind of wind me up a little bit, so I've not played too much of it. The progression in the game feels a little bit weird as well, so I've not quite made friends with Tower Defense 6. Miniclip. There were some phenomenal games on Miniclip as well. There was like a puzzle solving game where you play a guy who looks like Indiana Jones, and you're in the Pharaoh's temple, and you have to push like a jewel to the goal, but you can't get the jewel stuck. There's like traps and things like that and stuff. It was I can't remember what it's called. It was probably Pharaoh's Treasure or Pharaoh's Cave or something like that. And there was a similar version of the game as well, which was about this little blobby creature that lived underwater. I think it was called like Aquaman or something like that. So I played a lot of those on Miniclip. There was another one on Miniclip I used to play a lot as well. Oh no, I'm thinking of something. I'm thinking of one of the Neopets games actually that was very similar to that, where I think it was called Fiora's Quest. I think if anyone ever had Neopets, you might remember what I'm talking about. But it's a guide the character to the end of the maze, like a tile-based guide the character to the end of the maze kind of game whilst dodging all the traps and that sort of thing. Again, a dang good game. Although pretty much any game spent a lot of time playing is a good game for me, in my opinion. Which feels like a kind of redundant sentence when you say it out loud, but you get what I mean. I played Y2K Tower Defense religiously, sketching out dream layouts of towers. No, you don't sound like a dweeb. I spent a lot of time at school sketching things out and stuff. I had a little paper book when I was in primary school that I used to sketch out like Mario levels and things like that based on level design from a game called The Lost Vikings, which was on SNES, Sega Genesis, I think, as well. So I used to do similar sorts of things, just like sketching out video game levels and things like that. I incorporated fall damage mechanics and stuff. I don't know how it changed with every page because they were just blank pieces of paper. They didn't have lines on them or anything. Grid paper would have been a better shout. But yeah, I spent a lot of time doing that. A lot of time. I haven't still got it actually. I know I haven't still got it. I think I've got a heap of old paperwork from school full of idle drawings and doodles and stuff, but I haven't got any of those level sketches. Raft Wars. I never heard of Raft Wars, Morgan. There was a Sonic OC creator on Newgrounds that I spent a lot of time on. There was a few of those games. Some of them were particularly unsavoury. There was one where you got to dress up Doc Cotton. Do you remember that? That felt like a weird one. Like do her lipstick and stuff. I'm getting a little bit close to June Brown now. I don't know the woman and I'm picking her lipstick. Used to draw stickman fights in the margins of... See, everyone did something like that. Everybody did. You know, that's where those flash animations, like, you know, the stick figure arenas and those kinds of games came from. My Neighbor Pedro, I'm assuming, started from or the game that game was based on, at least, probably started from a similar idea. Someone was just sketching randomly in their book. It was like, hey, here's a game. Oh man, where are the other blockheads at? Come hang out with me tonight. I'm all alone. Morgan's just sent me a picture of Raft Wars. It still doesn't look too familiar to me. But I think I can get a sense of what the kind of game was like. So I have a bit of software called Pivot. You can make stickman animations. Well, that's probably where they came from. I've never heard of Pivot. Hump Day got us bad. No, it's not got us bad, is it? We're all... Like 95% of my streaming content is reminiscing about the good old days. Because I'm an old man who's terrified of modern life and so would rather just live in my own memories. Rather than stand up and face the harsh realities of the world that we live in. The fact that it's unlikely that anyone from this generation or below will ever own their own house, will ever earn a decent wage, or achieve many of their life goals or dreams. Sorry, yeah, you're right. Hump Day's got us bad. Sorry. Couldn't get my head around Pivot. Miniclip games are now on the App Store. Oh, are they charging for them though? That's a shame. I mean, I get it, I guess, but like... Reject modernity, embrace tradition. Exactly. Tradition wouldn't have endured if it wasn't good. And it is good, so therefore it has endured. Where are we at? It's coming up to 9 o'clock. I'm going to take a quick break from mining sand because I see this village over here. I have already plundered this village. I've taken some odds, and I've taken all the odds and ends and from it, all the good stuff, the stuff that I want and need. Cheap champagne stain on an even cheaper suit. I hope there's more in your pants than the bus route. It's a song called Nightlife by Green Day, off of the critically panned trio of albums Uno, Dos, Tres. Came off of the album Dos. I think it was an okay album. It wasn't the best, but definitely wasn't the Green Day I loved. Oh, that's one of them desert wells. Was there ever anything introduced for these, or are they literally just random blobs in the desert? I don't think anything ever came of these wells. They were just put in and that's that. I'm only conservative when it comes to online games. No, it's just a well. It is what it is. Got a jungle. I've not... Oh, I thought this was a surface dungeon then. I was going to be like, that is an incredible find. But it's not. Got a jungle over here. I don't think there's anything I need from a jungle now. I've got saplings for trees. I've got cocoa beans. I've got melons. I think the only thing I'd want from here is a parrot. Maybe one day. This is an interesting arrangement of land. This is very unusual. You don't often see that. Maybe you'll find pandas or a temple. You're right, maybe. Pandas in a temple. Oh, Akari and Sid were on the other night trying to transport pandas, and I didn't even know that pandas were hostile. Akari got killed by a panda. I didn't even know the pandas were hostile in this game. It's like what you can do. You can do /me. And put your own death messages in. Bamboo. I do have bamboo as well. I've got bamboo coming out of my ears, so I don't actually think I need to be in the jungle here, but it makes a pleasant change from all the yellow that we've been looking at. We can finally just eye up some lush greenery for a small change. And you know what? You know you want to be satisfied. You know you want it. Let's just turn the music down. You know you want the bamboo shattering noise. Go on, this one. I'll do it for you. This one's for you. Alright. Pin your lugs back. Oh, ain't it great? Hopefully that came through. Yes. It's wonderful. I don't actually need the bamboo though, so I can just sit down there. What a world we live in where I can be picky about the bamboo. They are? Didn't know that. Well, yeah. I know there's different varieties of panda, so maybe it's only certain kinds of panda are hostile. But it just popped up in the chat that Akari was killed by a panda. I was like, oh. Well, alright. Didn't know that was possible, but now it is, apparently. Sponsored by NaySMR. Nay, if you ever start up an ASMR company, or, you know, whatever, can you call it a company? I guess so. Then NaySMR has to be the one. Oh, Morgan redeemed beyond a joke. Okay, I've got to find a safe spot. We're doing this all wrong. I should be on the canopy of the jungle here, really. I think I'd rather leave this mortal coil than start an ASMR company. I hate ASMR. It just makes me feel so weird and doesn't help me relax in the slightest. Or whatever it's supposed to do, it doesn't do it. Unless what it's supposed to do is make me just feel horrible and on edge, in which case it does a unfathomably good job of it. We can get higher. Somehow. Maybe, possibly. Oh, he could get higher if he could hit the jump. There we go. Ah. Beautiful. As the sun... I see a light over there. As the sun sets over our dusty world right here, we think to ourselves just how fortunate we are to look out over the blissful Minecraft terrain. It's so good. I love the terrain generation in this game. There's just something about it. Anyway, let's have a look. I guess mine have to be ASM marks. Oh! Good one. Alright, let's quickly divert. Are you ready for a joke? Here we go. Pun of the day. You know it. I know it. What do you got for me this time? What do you call a herd of sheep falling down a hill? A landslide. I love it. Portal? I love Portal. Portal. That reminds me. We need to play Portal at some point. I think once I've cleared out a bit of space in the schedule, we may actually be able to find room in the schedule at the moment. We can move on to Portal because the expansion mod will be released in March. So we should probably crack through Portal 1 and 2 on a stream at some point in the near future so that we can be ready for when it comes out. I'm a little bit lost. I forgot to check any kind of coordinates to find out where the desert was. Still, never mind. As Morgan said, maybe we'll find a temple. And then that can guide us back, potentially. I don't know. Oh, the light we saw. Oh yeah, the light. I should probably investigate that. In case it might be a portal. It might be somebody's portal, in which case I've just destroyed their desert. Or maybe it's one of those new random ruined portals that they introduced. In which case we could be taking home a little bit of prize money for our endeavour here this evening. Which would be pretty good fun. Oh, hi. He's going to do his thing. Portal 2 creeps you out? Why is that? Why does the second one creep you out and not the first? What a tour de force of gameplay though. Portal was revolutionary and is still an incredible set of games. Oh, here's the light over at the Frankenstein place. I think it was just a lava column. Wings would be so useful right now. I know. We're going to be doing the Elytra run next time. Okay, fortunately fire tick is off, so we don't need to worry about that. But it was literally just a lava column. Nothing to report. That's a shame, but never mind. I hear a baby zombie, so I'm just going to escape to the canopy. And hope that I remain safe. I am just glad that I have slept and that we're not being hounded by phantoms. We do not need those in our lives. The other mobs, send them at me. Phantoms, no. They can stay. Are you ready? Do you want to go? There you go. Oof! Man, what a dent in the countryside. That's okay though. I don't think like I said, I don't think anyone's out this far, so we should be okay with what we're doing here. And oh, hello there. Okay, well I found the savannah, so that must mean that the desert is nearby. Well, I'm glad that was water. There's this moment when the main character steps out into the vast, expansive ruins of the company. Oh, yes, I know the bit you mean, and you are absolutely right. The game... What I really admire about Portal 2 is it does a really good job of filling in the game's backstory. Because it was only ever just kind of alluded to lightly in the first game. And it left a lot of mystery. And I think the way in which the backstory of Aperture is exposed in the second game is actually really satisfying. At least it is to my memory. To the right of me. Oh no, this savannah's a bad place. Oh, let me out. Let me out. Left, straight on. Oh my goodness me, stuff's exploding. And here we... Oh, it's a ruined portal! Okay. Not where we thought it would be, but there is a ruined portal. Make a note, team. What on earth? Look at this! Look at this monstrosity! What in God's name is this? The state of this! Good gravy! Wings would definitely be useful now. I want to see that from on high. But yeah, that's to the best of my memory of Portal 2. It's been a very long time since I have played it, but I remember it being very satisfying. This is crazy. As soon as I find that's the village. That's the village. We're nearly there. Okay, let's return back to our base, sleep, and then we're going to come and have a closer look at that, because that is an astonishing geographical feature right there. And I want to know more. Don't forget to take a screenshot of what? Oh, the portal. It's by the colossal freaking mountain that's impossible to miss. We'll find it. It's asking to be propped up by a villainous fortress. That's probably some of the most villainous terrain generation I've ever seen. Talking of villainous generation, I've got a spider jockey right here. Hello, sir. With an enchanted bow as well. Can we just appreciate that? Oh, I think I've left the game audio up. There we are, I had. Sorry, it should be a bit more comfortable to listen to now. I can hear birds tweeting, similar to how it does in Rayman. I've been listening to the Rayman soundtrack more or less non-stop for the past few days. It is so unbelievably brilliant. The problem is that every song on the soundtrack is so unbelievably short. It's like every song just gets going and then it's over, and it's so sad. And it doesn't even repeat in the game. The songs are literally that short, and it just plays them every so often while you're in the level. I just wish that the songs were longer. I'd download the whole soundtrack in a heartbeat if the songs were longer. But I don't want to keep subjecting myself to the sadness of only being able to listen to a minute of an incredible song and then it being over. Thought that was in game. Off to bed last night has tuckered me out, but I also can't wait for more. Hope you find your home. I shall do. Thank you very much for stopping by this evening, Nace. Sleep well. Good night, and hopefully see you tomorrow for Spyro. I think I've got up for tomorrow night. Alright, let's take a little closer look at this thing and see what kind of nonsense this mountain is about. Damn, it just goes on! Okay guys, new plan. Screw the movie studio. What on earth? This is incredible. Let me just get a step back here. Maybe if we get up onto the hill. And is there a way I can get higher? Parkour Champ 2013, boy. There we go. He's a parkouring god. I spent a lot of my childhood climbing trees. You can probably tell. My god, do you know what? We're going to have to do something that we don't often do. We're going to have to put on a field of view right here. Just so we can get all of this in. That's insane! And incredible. See what biome it's called? I think in the game, I think it's called a shattered savanna or something like that. And it's certainly that. This is outrageous. I want a closer look at this. I'm gonna turn the field of view off because I can't play with that on. But I should put HUD on just so I know how much health I'm losing every time I break my knees. But it just keeps going. And going. It keeps on going! Look! It's still coming in! I was like, oh, I might just run around the outside, around the outside, around the outside and see what this is all about. But it's just going on! And on. Oh! Whew. Whew, okay. Let's try and be a bit more careful now. Maybe no more running in zoomed in mode. Oh, oh. It's incredible. Where am I? Plains, river, savanna, river. Yeah, Shattered Savanna. Which definitely sounds like the name of an adult entertainer. But this is crazy. The only thing that would dissuade me from ever building in this biome is the plant colour. Like, it's a really horrible yellow. But in terms of the terrain, excuse me, sir. In terms of the terrain, this generation is outrageous. I haven't got any other words for it. I wish I knew more words for it. It's mighty. It's incredible. It's indescribably unfathomable. Look at it. Like, even this bit in here, surrounded by all this chaos, looks really good. Do you know what? I almost want to bring Takitu over here. Maybe should we do that? Shall I bring the camera over? Do we want to get like a good kind of bird's eye view of this nonsense? I think we should. At the very least, I'm gonna do it on my own time to include it in the episode. This is to reference another stream I'm doing. This is batshit crazy. Ooh, can always do with an extra beehive. Thank you. How's it going, man? Things are going good, bud. I'm just kind of taking a break from mining sand and exploring the local area a bit, and look at this nonsense for terrain generation. I mean, you can't because of the hills, but like, it's outrageous. And I keep saying it, it's just crazy. Rip bees? No, the bees might be inside the hive. I picked up the hive safely, so there may be bees inside it. Okay, here's what I'm going to do then. I'm going to bunker down. And I'm going to bring Takitu over here. Looks like you smashed it up in lots of tiny pieces. It's right here. It's all in one. And I can put it back down, but then all the bees might escape. And I would like to hang on to the bees, if there are any in here, because they can help to pollinate my plants. Okay, give me a safe space. Just going to hide away in here. I'm going to get Takitu up, and we will see how things go. So, you can look at me right here for a hot second. And we're going to get a bird's eye view on that stupid terrain generation. The only downside of doing that is that I have got to fly him over manually. Do you know what? I'll do it on my own time, because I've got to fly him over there manually, and that's going to take quite a bit of time. And I don't want to just kind of bring the whole stream to a halt while we wait for my camera account to get over. So I will film it and include it as a secret bonus in the Let's Play episode. Oh, you can see the outline of it right there. It's mental. Build an apiary. Was it apiary? I've heard of an aviary for birds. Never heard of an apiary though. And I know little enough about the subject to the point where I don't know whether or not that is a true term or not. Back? Are you? Are you back, Morgan? You are back. Good. Bit of sizzle? A bit of sizzle? From where? We got a bit of sizzle? What's sizzling? Sizzling in the soundtrack. A bee farm. Oh, well, we can build bee farms for sure. You've never heard of an apiary? No, normally they call it a bee farm. Get the hell out of here. I was already clicked out hovering over chat anyway. It was like I was ready for him. No, I've never heard of an apiary. They've normally just called them bee farms. Well, that's what I've only ever heard them called. Anyway. Oh, for the next episode. Bit of sizzle. Creating a little bit of buzz. Or is that the apiary I hear? Bye, Morgan. Oh, you're saying bye to the... Saying bye to Exor Firefox 200,001. Because apparently the other 200,000 Firefoxes were already taken. Unbelievable. I wonder if I've got a... if there's a temple. If there's a desert pyramid. We don't need them here. Damn straight we don't. We get famous under our own steam here. We don't need to buy the followers from Thailand or wherever that lettering's from. This feels like the villain in Streets of Rage is giving his monologue. You can try to defeat me, but you shall never stop my minions and I from taking over the world. Okay, no, I think we'd actually... This is actually a teeny weeny tiny little desert. Trilobit is here. Hey, Trilobit. How you doing? Oh no, I turned my keyboard lights off. Yes, I have a button on my keyboard to turn the lights on and off. Okay, let's get back to some sand then. We've not got long left of the stream. I think we can fill up our inventory once more, head back home, and then that'll be enough sand. Because once I get back, I can then, for the next episode, begin work on those front gates. Ooh, fancy streamer here. Oh, fancy. La-di-darin with their technical prowess and do-goodery shenanigans. Ah, golden carrots. I can nom down on one of these now. Give me some of that goodness. I have, however, got tons of more food as well. I've got bread and chicken. It still outrages me to this day that they have not introduced a way to make sandwiches in this game. Put a loaf of bread and a bit of cooked meat in your crafting table, and that is how you make a sandwich. And then it heals you for a little bit more than either of the food items do. It feels like such an easy option. Just do it. Just add it in there. You have to do it in a furnace though, right? So you have to actually kind of cook it or something. So you have to spend a bit more resources on it, but you get a bit of a better payoff in terms of your health regen and hunger saturation. Honestly, Mojang, can you just hire me? I have absolutely zero programming ability. Absolutely zero experience in the game industry and making games, other than Super Mario World ROM hacks, as we touched on earlier. But I am an ideas guy. All you need to do is just sit me in a corner, and I'll come up with ideas for the game. That's it. And do you know what? You don't even need to pay me that much, okay? Just pay me living wage. Whatever Sweden's living wage is, just pay that to me, and that's fine. I'm not asking for a big budget pay grade. Because I know that my experience is lacking. I don't have any. So I know that I can't earn the big bucks like Dinnerbone and Jeb do. But I can come up with cracking ideas like sandwiches. And I definitely chatted about having shipwrecks added to the game for a while, and you went and did that. So what's wrong with sandwiches? What's Mojang got against sandwiches? Unbelievable. A new job role, bakers. I mean, yeah, like, why not? We've got... Maybe there could be a specific block as well, because obviously we've got the blast furnace for ores, and you've got the smoker for cooking meat. Maybe we can just... Maybe an oven can be introduced or the furnace can become a job site block or something like that, and then villagers can actually have the profession of being bakers. The only downside is they're going to need to come up with a new name for them once they reach their top level, because Minecraft is a game for all ages, and as such it needs to cater for young children, and on the UI for the trader it can't have a phrase like Master Baker, because that's not very family friendly at all. I feel like that goes against Mojang's code of conduct. So there'll need to be a new name for that. But this is exactly what I'm talking about, Mojang. I'm coming up with the ideas, and when there's a problem, I have a workaround. I'm a solutions guy. So, hire me? Problem is you're giving them free ideas. Well, I'm not giving them all of my free ideas. I'm just giving them enough to whet their appetites. And then they'll go, ah, yeah, he is a genius. We should hire him. However, part of me is also expecting that they are sitting there. I give them an idea, and then you know in that episode of The Simpsons where Homer's in his control room, and then you've got Lenny and Carl at the door, and Lenny goes, "Hold on, everybody. He's about to do something stupid." I feel like that's mine and Mojang's relationship. You know, I'm sat at my control panel having ideas, and they're stood in the doorway going, "Hold on, everybody. He's about to have another killer idea for something we can implement into the game." I mean, you know what, Mojang? Like, you don't even have to pay me for the first month. Just hook me up with some accommodation and travel, and I'll be good to go. I appreciate that travel's a bit of a no-go at the moment, so I won't be able to start right away. But this is also a work-from-home post. I don't need to be in the office to come up with ideas. I'm just saying, when I am able to travel to the office again, I would love to be able to come to Sweden. You know, just think about it. Just think about it, okay? You don't have to give me an answer right away, but just promise me you'll think about it. Zoom call, exactly. There's ways and means around it, Mojang. That's all I'm saying. We can come to an arrangement that is mutually beneficial, I believe is the term that business people use, and I am a businessman. Have you seen how many diamonds I made on the server just by selling mending books? I am a businessman. And that is why you should hire me. Alright, that was a good bit. I've got to send that off to recruitment@mojang.com now. I don't know if that's their official recruiting email address. I don't feel like they have one, but I feel like their recruiting email address is twitter.com/Mojang. That seems to be how most of it happens. They discover a developer on Twitter and bring them on. We're doing well. We've cleared a lot of space. We've gotten a lot of sand and sandstone, which is perfect. And that's what the whole point of today was all about. Which means that we can finally make a start on the entrance gates. If I can find a picture, I might show you what my inspiration for our base is going to be. Because I did talk a little bit about it in the previous stream, and I think I've mentioned it in the Let's Play as well. I'm drawing a lot of inspiration from a video game called The Movies, which is a business simulator where you run a movie studio. You hire and look after all the actors. You can write, shoot, release all of your movies and that kind of stuff. It's a really, really good game, really creative game, and there's a whole heap of movie making options, really in depth and detailed for its time. Not that it's ridiculously old, I think it's like early 2000s, but that's what's giving me the inspiration. So it might be a good idea to try and find some images for you of the kind of vibe I have in my head for where I want to take this base eventually. I'm just hoping I can kind of translate the way the game looks into Minecraft effectively, because I have looked at various kinds of designs for sound stages and things like that, and it looks doable, but there's gonna need to be a lot of planning when it comes to block types, palettes, and that sort of stuff. So what's the sand for? Most of this is going to be turned into sandstone and things like that for the entrance gates to our movie studio base. So I haven't got any more beaches near to me or any deserts, so I've had to come all this way out to basically grab sand. To the best of my knowledge, none of the other blockheads are out this far, so we shouldn't be destroying anyone's land. I thought it was for concrete. It is also going to be used for concrete as well. Because I've not really built with concrete. Because to me it feels... It's not a faff to get hold of. You know, it's just sand and gravel, but it's not as easy to get hold of as wood and stone. That's why I build with wood and stone so much, is just because it's easy enough to find. Whereas concrete, you need the sand and you need the gravel. And the gravel I'm doing okay for. I've spent a lot of time digging, and so have got a considerable amount of gravel. But sand is just escaping me at the moment, so that's why we're here. Concrete, sandstone, and all that kind of stuff. That's partly why I'm going for the movie studio thing as well, is I'm trying to encourage myself to build with different block styles and palettes and textures. Because I build with wood and stone so much, and I feel like it's fair to say I'm quite good at it. It's definitely my medium when it comes to building in this game. And I want to try and push myself and do something different. And the thing as well is, don't forget, like, hydration break, thank you. I'll come on to that in a minute. The thing as well is that I have been on YouTube for a very long time. I've been making Minecraft videos for a very long time in various guises. Especially Let's Plays and things like that. And people don't want to keep seeing the same stuff. Right? If people want to watch me build in a cave underground, but fit it with loads of really beautiful looking wooden structures and creating this really cool underground wooden base, then they'll go and watch season 2 of Netrock, because that's what I did. And then I also have done that in various other ones as well, and I think people are just going to go, well, yeah, we know you can do that, what next? So I want to push myself a little bit to work in a way that I would not ordinarily work in this game, and try and make something of it. And movie sets, although it feels like a bit of a random idea, it's also a pretty good idea, because they are so wild and varied. You've got westerns, sci-fi, like restaurants, cafes, places you see every day. You go back in history for medieval stuff. You've got bomb sites, like ornate churches and stuff. There's a huge heap of variety when it comes to that sort of stuff. So I'm hoping that by having a base that can be that varied, it'll encourage different sorts of building styles, and maybe I'll find a new medium to work in. Because I do like wood, like I say, I like wood and stone. It's definitely what I'm the most comfortable building with, but it's what I always build with, and I think that everyone's kind of done with it. Anyone watching and has been watching for a while would just be like, Yeah, we know you can do this. Do something else for us. Basically. Bedrock has a massive bug. Sometimes crashes the whole Xbox and shuts down. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Just one more reason why Java is king. We need a Netrock build challenge where we try to build in each other's styles. That sounds like a really good idea. I love the sound of that idea. Maybe that's what we should do. You know, I'll swap the realm world out. I'll do one where we can build like, I'll build walls like really, really high. Everyone goes into a cell, for lack of a better word, and is given a random net rocker. And you go, right, you have 1 hour, build like this person does. That's so good. That's a great idea. I pity whoever gets Josh. Dibs, not me. I'm not trying to take that mantle at all. Oh, no chance. Dibs, not nays. I'd be down for doing nays. I could do that one. The Native Bagel. Hello, Connor. How are you doing? How was your day? Did you get rained on even more? How is that roof in Wimbledon? I hope it wasn't too bad for you. The guy that was in the background didn't sound too happy while you were on the phone earlier. It'd take ages to get right. It'd be an episode of Nailed It. You're right! That's exactly what it would be. Now we need a Minecraft pun name. All I can think of is like Mind It, Blocked It, or something like that. Java is king always. Absolutely. I hope everyone turns their shade factor to maximum. So, I built like this because, quite frankly, you have absolutely zero concept of colour palettes, and it's been an absolute joy to create one of your eyesores. Not directed at anyone in particular, by the way, just so you know. I'm just saying, you wanted the shade turned up, so that's what I did. You turn shade up? I feel like if you turn shade up, it just gets brighter. Oh, shower thoughts for you. There you go. Painful. Oh, man. And he is really miserable. Yeah, he didn't sound too happy. I think it was when you said, yeah, Michael's weird. Talking about the other Michael. And then he was like, I'm not weird. Or something like that. It's fine. I only build with dirt. It's fine to make... Dirt can be made to look pretty. Can take a bit of work, but it can be pretty. Darkness up, brightness down. But you can turn the brightness up. You can't turn darkness... Can you turn... I don't know. I think I've confused myself. And it's not that difficult to do, so I wouldn't be surprised if that's the case. Oh! More water. Fed up with this. And I took a mental note as well. I did think to myself, I was like, right, I've got to remember not to mind that bit. What does he do? He goes and minds that bit. Beautiful. Embrace the darkness. I just can't explain all the feelings that you're making me feel. I think the bad thing is my heart's in overdrive and you're behind the steering wheel. Touching you, touching me, God, I know it's true. I believe in a thing called love. Just listen to the rhythm of my heart. There's a chance we can make it now. Ooh hoo hoo. You know how it goes. We're not going any further on that. We've done darkness bits before. They never normally go well. You should do a William Shatner style spoken word album. The MCA looking over. William Shatner sings the classics. Oh, I feel an infomercial coming on. Are you searching for your... Hang on. One sec. I'm going to try and make the voice a little bit smoother. Here we go. Are you searching for that perfect Christmas present for that special someone? Well, look no further than the Christmas album to end all Christmas albums. This is William Shatner Sings the Classics, featuring over 7,000 of your favourite songs as sung by one of your favourite Miss Congeniality actors. Featuring such remarkable songs as Thriller by Michael Jackson. Because this is Thriller. Thriller Night. And the absolutely unforgettable Simply the Best, previously sung by Tina Turner. Because you're simply the best. Better than all the rest. Better than anyone. Anyone I've ever met. All these songs could be yours for just 17 payments of £6.49 a month for the first 4 months, and then an additional £8 on top of that. But that's not all. We're also throwing in this felt carrying case made of the smoothest felt that you will ever gonna hear in your life. Order now, and you can also receive your free copy of William Shatner Reads the Greats. We got him to read some of the world's most iconic poetry and plays, all for your enjoyment, featuring such classical works as Hamlet. Alas, poor Yorick, for I did know him. And everyone's favourite play to have been commissioned to the stage, Peter Pan. He's behind you? Oh no, he isn't. Oh yes, he is. Oh, no he isn't. I got carried away again. Look up his version of Rocket Man. Well, I know it's going to be a long, long time. Rocket Man. I don't know if that was what you wanted. Anybody, I don't know if that's what anybody wanted, but that's what you've got. You're welcome. Have a great evening. That's my gift to you this evening. The infomercials, my bag. William Shatner, maybe not. As we've been over many times, the only impression you're getting out of me over these streams is Farnsworth, and that's it. I was just melting into that experience. Good news, everyone! William Shatner has sung a bunch more songs for his album compilation. I've taken the liberty of buying you all a copy. It was like listening to Welcome to Night Vale. Oh, no, don't dig there. We know this now. Dig here. I can't do anyone else from Futurama. I wish I could. I'd love to be able to do a conversation between, like, Bender and Farnsworth. Which is irritating because they're voiced by the same person. But I'm just going to have to make do with Farnsworth. That's thanks to Ukulele. If we get no other benefit... Thank you for the bits, actually, by the way, Sean. Sorry. If we get no other benefit out of those Ukulele streams, then at least I can now do a reasonably solid impression of Professor Farnsworth, which was not something I was capable of before I started streaming. So, even if I stopped streaming tomorrow, I could at least sit back and go, I may have gotten some stuff out of streaming. I may have had a relatively short career. But at least my Farnsworth impression is infinitely better than it used to be. Do you know what, actually, the voice I would want to be able to do is Zap Brannigan. I think I can get there, kind of, but not really. Like, I think I can kind of do it, but I would have to tell you that that's who it is first. Zap Brannigan. Oh, no, wait, I can do another one. I can do Kif. That's all you need to know for Kif, is just the sigh. Kif, have my quarters pampered. Yes, Zep. Something like that. Like, look, I am not. I am not Billy West. However, I can give it as good as I got, and that is pretty much all I've got. I keep hearing hissing in the soundtrack and I feel like there's a creeper behind me, but it's not, it's just the cool tunes. How am I doing? Am I nearly full yet? We're nearly full! I have got some junk, but I can probably find a use for that junk back at the base, so I'm not gonna toss it. Once this inventory is full, we will head off. I think it is full. Got a couple more bits of sand there. The dirt. The dirt can go. I don't need dirt. Okay, we are... Oh, I need to be able to pick up the ender chest. Okay, I don't need... smooth stone. Perfect. Okay, we can leave that stuff there. I have spare beds at home. I have more crafting tables at home. Those are easy. Let's head back to our base. I'm going to offload the sand. I will show you, if I can, maybe a couple of pictures of what I have in mind for the base. And then we will wrap up for this very evening. And probably not before time as well. We're sat here doing balmy impressions. We had a whole 5-minute bit of William Shatner singing Simply the Best by Tina Turner. It's probably time for us to knock it on the head for this evening. Everyone's just sitting there at the moment going, oh, he's hit delirium, he's there. And I'm not talking about the Isaac boss. That's this stream's Isaac joke for you. We're doing well. We had one in the ukulele stream as well. We got a reference to the haunt in the ukulele stream. The Isaac references are coming thick and fast. Hello, help me! I do not recognize this dimension and I don't want to be here anymore. That's not a problem, sir. It seems I can't go back the way I came. You can. Just... You will make it home, traveller. This is not a safe space for you. However, home is. I will go. Hopefully, my people will still like me when I return. Thank you for everything you have done. But I must be leaving now. Alright, get out of here. Go. Be gone. Go home! On second thoughts, I don't like it there. I would much rather stay in this hellhole. All of this fine red wall. You don't get anything like that back at the village. I'm going to stay here. Alright, well, on your head be it. Isolation is hitting us in different ways. I am providing voices to the testificates. Frankly, this is a pleasant change of scenery. I can't stand watching another episode of Villager News. Yeah, isolation is definitely losing some of the old grey matter. Probably shouldn't close my eyes too much because there's going to come a point where we're going to reach the end of this corridor and I'm just going to go off the edge into fiery death and lava. And I don't want to lose my armor nor my tools. Home sweet home. Perfect. Home? Home. Here it is. Well, that was not a bad mining session all in. We did well there. We did well there. We got heaps upon heaps of sand and sandstone, which should keep us tiding over. In fact, I'm not going to have enough room for everything in this chest. So I'm going to need to get some more. Heaps upon heaps of sand and sandstone. We've got loads of gravel, so we'll be able to make plenty of concrete as well to help us out. So I am very satisfied with how that trip has gone. Très satisfied, you may say. Don't know why you would say that, but you may. Ah, yes. Put these on here. Now, the organisation of these chests may hurt you a little bit, especially because it's tough to tell the difference between sand and sandstone. But you're going to have to lump it, I'm afraid. Alrighty. Perfect. Oops. Just going to chill downstairs. I'm missing a torch. I had 52. Why have I now only got 51? Huh? Well, I don't need all these here. I'll take that one back. Alright. Now, let's take a seat downstairs in the basement, opposite the Iron Shet Diamond. And now, shoo, let's see if I can find a picture of what I meant for the base this season. So, the movie is video game. Let's just go with that. The images. Nothing that seems to show the main gates. I'm also getting loads of pictures of stuff for the Lego movie, which I don't want. Some of these work. Some of these work. Oh, here we are. This is a interesting enough look. It gives you kind of a vague idea anyway. So, zoom. Here we have in the top right. So this is the kind of like look for... Can I make you bigger? Not really. Install game? What? No! So... Control zoom? Oh, control zoom doesn't work either. Never mind. So this is kind of what I had in mind for the gates. So kind of like a bar that goes across the top. We'll write TackProductions. We have these kinds of pale pillars, and we can build the walls going around and around our base as well. And then you have looks like this. So we'll cover it all in grass. We'll have paths everywhere, separate buildings for writing scripts, hiring actors. We'll build some sets and things like that. But that's the kind of look that I'm wanting to go for. So that's why we've gotten a load of sand. Because we may need it for pathways here, because I'm going to want it for my main gates and stuff. You can't really tell, these images are quite small, but I've got a theory in my head. If you have time, check out videos for the movies. That might help to give you a bit of a clearer idea of what I'm looking for. I'd love to be able to play that game again. I don't know if it works anymore. Like I say, it was kind of an old game. But you never ever know. It might work. I'll need to get the discs and find out. Anyways, that's gonna finish us for this evening. I've had a great evening. As per usual, it's been nice and fun. We've had a nice and chilled out evening this evening. Just hanging out and doing some mining. I'm going to go to bed though, because I'm feeling rather sleepy. Like I say, thank you everybody for watching. I will hopefully see you all tomorrow. I believe it's Spyro, Year of the Dragon, tomorrow. And I'm looking forward to that immensely. With the happy inclusion of William Shatner there, I can't promise William Shatner will be in tomorrow. He might, but I can't promise it. Anything goes. In the last Spyro stream, we had the guy from Come Dine With Me, who wished that Jane had a sad little life and got lessons in grace and decorum. We had Nikki Graham from Big Brother 7. We had Gemma Collins. Who else do we have? Sunita. David's Dead. A whole heap of that. So you never know what guest stars we're going to have. Just that we may have some guest stars. One thing is guaranteed, Ukulele is probably going to have Farnsworth pop in. Because there is a scientist in that game. I don't know, we're rambling. This always happens when I want to end the stream. I always end up rambling. Everybody, thank you very much for coming and hanging out as always. Have a wonderful evening, whatever it is you go on to do. If it is not the evening and it's the daytime for you, have a wonderful day. And I will hopefully see you tomorrow for a little bit more. Good night, goodbye, take care of yourselves, all the rest of it. See ya later on. Where's the button? There it is. Bye.